We're in Devil's Lake, North Dakota for coverage of the 2023 Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's National Walleye Tour Championship, presented by Progressive. All season long, the nation's top anglers have been competing long and hard. Now, the top 40 qualifiers in both the pro and co-angler divisions have converged here to see who takes home the championship title. We're kicking off day one of the championship with the reigning Progressive Angler of the Year, Dwayne Jalm. He rolled into town this week second overall in the 2023 standings. Launching day one with co-angler Tom Samp, the first cold front of the season is pushed in, bringing high winds and a near 20-degree drop in temps. Casting to scattered fish, Tom gets the early bites, but in a no-call tournament on a fishery of this quality, most anything under 20 inches gets tossed back.
Yeah, we're going to be fishing a combination of deep and shallow today. Once we find the right zone, I think we can hone in a little bit better, but right now we're just covering a lot of water and seeing what that weather system that came in on Tuesday night did to these fish. So,
coming off one of the most impressive seasons in NWT history, Dwayne pulls the plug on his first spot. We'll check in on him later. John Hoyer is your reigning 2022 overall champ, as well as the current Progressive points leader.
That's how we start the day. My gosh, dude.
My game plan is to catch, oh man, I don't even know if I can put a number to it. I want 25 pounds a day at least. This is my first time being here, forward-facing sonar, and side imaging can tell you a little bit about an area, and you can catch them and they're nice sized ones, but going through some of these areas and realizing how many fish there are in Devil's Lake right now, it's literally mind-blowing.
With a boat up for grabs for the champ and the Progressive Angler of the Year, John has the rare possibility of winning 2 boats at this event.
We're keeping a small one, just so our huge one has a friend. Those things are so active. The first 2 were just flying around. One nipped it, and then the other 2 came rolling in. Like, hey, what's going on here? And the thing just shot up and ate it.
Competing for 2 days, we'll cut to the top 10 in both divisions for the third and final day. Sacking up 5 for 30 pounds 10 ounces for 4th on day 1, Eric keeps himself in contention.
It's very important for a good start here, especially weighing a bag over 30 pounds. There's a few guys that have done that today, and it's not very common here on Devil's Lake. So it's going to be those guys that can go back out tomorrow and do another 30 or at least another 20 pounds to make it day 3, and that's the #1 goal, is to move on to the 3rd day.
John Hoyer, Wayzata, Minnesota.
John Hoyer rounded out the top 5 with 30 pounds 6 ounces.
That's pretty good.
30 was the goal, I'm not going to lie. There is so many big walleyes in your lake right now, and this was the first time I was fortunate to fish with forward-facing sonar. Practice looked a lot like number 7 on the trolling motor hauling down, and there's areas in this lake right now where you can't even believe it. It looks like Green Bay. There's so many walleyes.
NWT Pro, Mr. Corey Heiser.
Corey Heiser put 30.15 on the scales for 3rd, while Dustin Minke locked up 2nd, weighing 31.03.
I feel really good. We just weighed over 31 pounds. Biggest bag I've ever caught on Devils. We're here at the championship, so it's been a good day.
But it was second-year pro Matt Schiefelbein with a limit for 32 pounds and an ounce and the day 1 lead.
Your 5 fish weigh 32 pounds and an ounce. That's how we're going to start off the championship. Congratulations to both you guys.
Couldn't be more excited about that. This is my first time ever leading a National Walleye Tour event in my life. It was just an absolutely unbelievable day on Devil's Lake. We had our 7 fish in the box by 8:55 this morning and took a nice little ride in. And it's a weird feeling for me. I've never been in early, let alone 3 hours or 4 hours before they open up the scales. But it was an awesome morning and a great day on Devil's Lake.
Here's a look at the top 10 at the end of day 1. It's worth noting that the top 5 are all Ranger Pro staff, and if qualified, the eventual winner could earn the $10,000 Ranger Cup contingency payout.